Okay, here's what it was with Bloodshore. Wow, this game's loud. I'm lowering it. So I kept playing Bloodshore a little bit after the stream, because I had to know. There are several things I had to know. Mostly I was trying to figure out what, if anything, happened with Rhea, the MMA artist. And if you could save Gav instead of Tish. And so basically what I did is I did a second run where I chose most of the other options. Rhea did stick with the group, although she's not in any of the group shots. So it feels weirdly retroactive, but she does stick with you. And there comes a point where you're arguing. Basically, when you have her in your party, you never see Otto again. Which is kind of weird, because that's like the other non-white character in it. So it does feel a little bit weird from that perspective, given some of the other vibes of the game. But you don't see Otto. Basically, there's a moment where the obnoxious podcaster is like, we've got to go this way, and Rhea's like, we've got to go this way. And I wasn't paying attention, so I chose the wrong option, and Rhea got angry at me and left. So I was like, okay. That's my B, and I'm not going to replay this another time to see if that's different. But basically, she comes back later on and then hunts you. And this is so obnoxious, because what it is you have to hide, and then you get two options, and it's stay put or move to a different tree. Okay? And then it gives you that same fucking option again. Both times you just have to move to a different tree, and then you're able to get the drop on her or something. But it was one of those things where it's like, I stayed put once, and it was like, you died. And I was like, okay, I'll move. And then it gives you the option to move or stay put again. And I was like, well, surely I just have to stay put this time. And it's like, no, you were supposed to move again. So you die twice in the exact same way. And you get the drop on her, and this happens after you save Gav. So let me address that. You can save Gav or save Tish. So I let Tish die and I saved Gav. Apparently there's a secret third option, which is to choose neither. And I guess they both blow up. Again, I wasn't willing to play through this really bad game another time to figure that out. And there aren't any walkthroughs online that clarify what the options are. The portions with Gav, I think, used the exact same script as the one with Tish, which is such insane, lazy writing. But there was we had that romantic scene with Tish where we're like taking shelter and we're really close together and we're talking about, oh, the drugs and the being a child star and all of that. And you're really close, and then it has the option to kiss. And I didn't take the option to kiss with Tish, and she was angry about it. This time I did. I didn't check line for line, but I'm pretty certain it was just the exact same script that they just recorded with Gav instead of Tish. So I went in for the kiss, and he was like, no. So I don't even know if you can actually romance him or not, or if that happened because I fucked up flirting with him earlier. It was framed to show nothing. And that is not a surprise to me, actually, based on the vibes of this. Anyway, so after that sequence, we had this run-in with Rhea, and basically, the Gav shows up and gets the drop on her, and we have the choice to shoot her or to let her go. And I was like, I want to let her go, because I want to keep this going. And so we let her go, and she runs off, and then she comes quite a while later in the game, probably like 20 minutes. There's a whole other. You go to a different scene, you make a bunch of different choices, and then she suddenly shows up again and shoots you straight out. There is nothing you can do in the game to prevent her from killing you at that moment. And then it does the most insane thing. This is such bad game making. It rewinds. This is not a mechanic we saw anywhere else, at least in the playthroughs that I did. It rewinds the full 20 minutes of gameplay to that moment where you decide whether to kill her or let her go, and then you just have to kill her. But then you have to go through all of the rest of that gameplay again. And it was genuine. That was the point. That was the point where I was like, okay, it's just genuinely, I think genuinely one of the worst games I've ever played, while still being like a fully functional game. So it was just like, wow, what a phenomenal waste of my time. I'm not gonna replay. It's just like, so why have the choice? If the choice that matters is that 20 minutes later, all of your gameplay is undone, and you have no choice about it except to have made the right choice way earlier in the game. So I didn't get to any further parts, and but I can't play anymore. I'm sorry, chat. I am curious, but I can't subject myself to any more of this fucking game. So I don't know if this is the thing, is like every other part of the game, I rage quit. Yeah, 100% I rage quit. But in a controlled and icy way. It's like when you're in a relationship and you get really mad at somebody, but that means you're still invested in the relationship. That wasn't me quitting this game. Me quitting this game was like, you had your chance. I gave you chances and you fucked this up, and I'm simply done with you. There is absolutely no going back. So no hate, just indifference. Yeah. Gav is the guy that gets tortured if you save him and ends up dying no matter if you give in or not. That's incredible, actually. That's actually incredible. That makes so much sense, because when we did the run through with Otto, the game was trying to convince us that we cared about him and were really invested in him as a character, and I absolutely wasn't. Because I liked Tish. And then they were all terrible, so it doesn't even matter. Long tone, good. Good, I'm glad you enjoyed it. If you're not listening, Burnt Cookbook Party just came back from a brief holiday hiatus. And we published a recap, which is a spoiler if you've never listened to it, but which I think is also probably just a really fun experience. A fun way to experience the show if you've never heard anything about it. You loved it so much it was insane? Yeah. Don't worry, things totally stabilize and get more normal from here on out. We won't talk about it in H London, so don't worry about it. It did just drop this morning. Yeah, Emmy, that is my guess. This is the reason why, like, I'm not really willing to stick out any more of the game. Is it's clear that they have not done any due diligence in making the branching options in any way different. Like, it's such sloppy game making. Games, to a certain extent, games, especially like choices matter games, do have to, like, I mean, in the same way Mia did, like, they do have to, like, collapse all the options down at certain points. But, like, the path to get there is the interesting thing. And the way Mia and the Dragon Princess did it was really interesting, because it was, like, clearly very, very different things were happening. The story was different, the script was different, the character interactions were different, the plot and background information you got was different. So even when you collapsed it down, it felt rewarding to have gone through those different paths. But in Bloodshore, it really is just like, if it's at most one different line of dialogue before it collapses down immediately, and it's so evident that even in a single run through, when you die and have to redo scenes, it's immediately evident that they're just trying to reuse script and reuse filming. And that's especially crazy because it's like, if you have to refilm the same sections, just write another scene. Like, it's not extraordinarily, like, the writing is like the basic level. And so if you're already copping out on the writing level of this game, then what are you doing? Also, lying on their Steam page is just, like, genuinely crazy to me. Anyway. So, yeah, the Steam page, Rory, The Steam page says something like, with 8 hours of FMV video, this game has the most footage of any FMV game. And it's just like, no, 8 hours is not a lot of footage for an FMV game. And we understand now why it's not that many, because it's like, let me pull up the actual Steam page and read it out. I don't want to give this game any more attention than I already have. If I hadn't bought it as a bundle, I'd be tempted to return it. Here it says, 8 hours of total FMV footage, the most amount in any video game. Like, it's just like, it's not true. It's simply untrue. Anyway. Okay. I'm gonna go, I have some coffee brewing. I'm gonna go press that coffee and come back and drink the coffee. And then I've got another update of a different FMV game. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Here's the nice FMV update. We can lay Bloodshore to rest in a shallow grave. Okay. So the devs that did the shape-shifting detective, it's a small studio called Deveki? Hold on, let me double check that. Yeah, Deveki Studios. It's a husband and wife team, apparently. And they did the shape-shifting detective, and they've got they've got some other games. Let me pull up their Steam page. Yeah, so they did the shape-shifting detectives. They've got a game called The Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker that they're releasing a sequel to this year. But because I posted about this, the Linda, who's the wife of the husband and wife team of the studio, reached out to me on Blue Sky and was like, hey, we saw you enjoyed our game. Would you like a key for Dark Knights with Poe and Monroe? The, not sequel, but in the same universe game? And I was like, yes, I would love to stream that. And so I chatted with them a little bit. Yeah, and just a delightful person. And she's gonna give me a key to the sequel of The Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker when it comes out. And she gave me a key for the first one. It looks like it might be an FMV, but it's hard to tell. Anyway, so we'll probably give that a try. Well, NH London, what I'll say is Deveki Studios has a casting list on their website. And I did sign up for it. And the next time they have castings open, I might reach out and DM them and say, hey, it's my dream. I'll fly myself out to Wales. So, we'll see. We'll see. It's been a minute since I've done some acting, but I think it would be really cool. I think it would be so cool to be in an FMV game, and I think it would be extra cool to fly out and like document behind the scenes a little bit if they would let me. This is my pie in the sky dream for this. So basically, I mean, like I said, they're working on a game now that's supposed to come out this year, so I don't know if they have any FMV stuff on the deck, really. But that's my update. She seemed like a lovely lady. I love that it's a husband and wife studio just pumping out FMV games. Really obsessed with all of that. So, that's my other update. That's a much better update than the Bloodshore update. This game, I don't know anything about other than it's an FMV mystery game. I think I could finagle a cameo, but I would like to I'm gonna fully audition. I would like to fully audition and get like a legit role and really like embed myself investigative journalism style with how this all functions. I think that would be fucking fantastic. Shark, that would be awesome. I would be so good at that. But they do have an in-universe radio show. People. Already. Geosdi, that's truly, that for a long time it was genuinely my ultimate dream to be an Elvira, Vampira-esque horror host. There's not a lot of need for that anymore, but I do occasionally get to like intro horror movies and stuff. I did actually intro to a special screening of Nosferatu in December. And that was super funny. There's more than one radio station. Anyway, that's the dream. Poe, Monroe, and Jenna. We'll see. Anyway, that's my overall update. The Isle Tide Hotel, I don't know anything about it other than it looks super Wes Anderson-y, which I'm excited about. I actually haven't watched a lot of Wes Anderson movies. I saw the one with the little girl who dances. That's all of them? Uh-oh. I saw the Royal Tenenbaums. And then I saw the one about the girl going to the beauty pageant. Little Miss Sunshine. Yeah, that's Wes Anderson, right? Wasn't Little? It's not a Wes Anderson movie? Shit. I have seen Royal Tenenbaums. I'm double checking. Oh, it's not. It's Some Strangers. I've been under the assumption this whole time. Wow, what is this lady doing? I have seen the Royal Tenenbaums. I guess that's the only one of his that I've seen. Oh no, I saw The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. Zissou? The Life Aquatic with Bill Murray. And The Fantastic Mr. Fox. Okay, I've seen some of this guy's stuff.
Oh, Miss Bisley. Oh. I'm afraid not.
What the fuck?
Oh, bollocks. Oh, shit. Oh, my dear. Oh, my dear.
Okay, those papers had the Isle Tide Hotel logo on it. Is this old lady gonna put her in a suitcase?
You have my conviction.
You don't know me, but I've found you.
What the fuck?
It wasn't easy, seeing how you've never met. But her words were persuasive. Once I tracked you down, I went back to her, but she was gone. All I found in the debris was an address, which I've enclosed. I'm going to make sure she's all right. Lady. If there's any part of you that cares for your daughter, you'll come too. Signed, R. Price, private investigator.
Right,
Discovery item discovered. Directory item discovered.
The Isle Tide Hotel.
I think Ravenna Tran is a name we've seen before. Oh, I once again turned on streaming mode so that I can be distracted. Have you seen a girl? Tell me about the hotel. How much do I owe you? Tell me about the hotel.
What can you tell me about the hotel?
Oh, right, yeah, I see. Buck me up with a bit of chat and see if I spill. I said I could, look, if this is some kind of test, I don't appreciate it, mate. God knows what you lot get up to in there. It's even stranger when you leave. Look, forget the fare, will you? Just get out.
Weird vibe. Weird vibe. I hope we're not looking for that baby. Or I hope we're not looking for this grown woman using that picture of a baby. There it is! Title drop!
Are you, hey. Never mind. Just,
Cool building. This game has a budget. Wow. I love the intense oversaturation of the blue. Oh my god. Is she gonna kill us or romance us? Okay.
Excuse me.
I love this man's suspenders. Are they buttons? Are they covered in buttons? Wow, everybody here is giving us such dirty looks already. Oh my god. This is so obnoxious, but yeah, I do think I have to do it.
Welcome
wow.
back to the Isle Tide Hotel.
Hey, what's your deal?
If only for our final night. I trust you had a pleasant term.
I love the detail of all these different colored
Miss Ray.
tassels. Rocky horror coding! I really expected him to have no eyes behind those glasses. Do you want to fuck me too? Wow, he really
My
does.
apologies. I mistook you for somebody else.
I love it. Lynchian is the right
Oh,
energy
yeah.
for an FMV game to lean into. I'm looking for somebody. I have an invitation. I want to book a room. I'm looking for someone.
I'm looking for someone.
It's rather difficult to keep track of those frequenting the Isle Tide. May I inquire as to whom?
Just someone I used to know.
You have to know that's not helpful. Hey, CJ.
Should you have your eye on a particular page?
Welcome to the Isle Tide Hotel.
Measuring ceremony begins shortly.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
If I could
What
just
are we
see your
measuring?
invitation, sir.
I love the blue hair streak. It is giving me like female Asian protagonist in a movie made in America. I don't have a guest invitation. I'm here as guest. Fake invitation. She might be in danger. I'm here as a guest. This is a hotel, isn't it?
I'm here as a guest.
That's very irregular, sir.
You're a hotel.
It's just that we've never had a guest here at the Tide Hotel. May I ask the name of your host here this evening?
Oh, Julia. Was I supposed to remember those names? That's so funny. Gracie Ray. I do think Gracie Ray is one of them. There was a Julia, but I don't know if I think the last name was Harper. Is this similar to Contradiction? Too early to tell, if I'm honest. But it is going to be an FMV mystery game. I don't know. We don't yet have like a Contradiction gameplay option, so it's hard to say. I'm gonna go get Gracie Ray. I think Gracie Ray was one of the names.
Gracie. Gracie Ray.
Ah.
So convincing. So
Miss Ray.
convincing.
Miss Ray is yet to check in. But I'll be sure to let them
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
she
Lord
invited
Robert,
a
I'm
guest.
also appreciating the uncanny. See, this is action movie is not the right vibe for an FMV. Especially if you're not willing to fully commit. Oh, they're donuts. His suspenders are donut themed.
Might I suggest searching the hotel bar first? Plenty worth seeing.
Why does this feel like a funeral home? It's a great question. I'm into it. Honestly, I love the vibe, and I do think...
Red or gold?
Excuse me?
See? Another voice that doesn't notice them.
Have you never looked up during the swell celebration?
Which is why the balloon should be gold this term.
But red is traditional.
You said that already.
But red is customary.
Customary to always have someone else take the credit.
The red and the
Need
gold.
to try
I love
something
this.
New.
What do you think, dear?
This is so uncanny. We have entered full horror territory. The fact that they're going on about absolutely insane festival stuff. I don't like the way this lady is biting her lip and stretching this balloon at me is customary or new. I kind of like the gold. Will you see some terrible color later on? I hope so. I think I'm gonna go gold. I hate to upset this woman because she seems like she might murder me, but...
If no one notices, perhaps you should try the gold. There's a girl here.
Perhaps I'm no longer needed. Some old relic.
Oh, don't go. I wouldn't know how to do this without you.
We've got our Judi Dench character and our Toni Collette character. It's what I think that lady was. Obsessed with this bump it. Look at her hair. She has 4 extra brains in that hair. She is packed up, stacked with brains. Oh, am I supposed to? Oh, okay. 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 Talk to woman, talk to man, bar, table, sit. I want to talk to the woman. I think this is an interesting strategy of having them like the footage move forward and kind of backward over and over again to get that loop. I'll be honest, I do that sometimes when I'm doing Blender animations. It's just easy way to extend it. Hello, are you Gracie Ray? Because I said I was a guest of yours. They're NBC idle animations. Yes, it's so funny.
I'm stuck for choice. I'm swayed towards the white lace, but I wore that last term and nothing changed.
What didn't change?
What didn't change?
You do that?
They
You have
failed again.
Busted, what's your IRL
Dominate me.
idol animation?
Who wore it best? I'm looking for a girl.
Oh my. Who's she wearing? It's hard to keep up, frankly. They always outdo me in the term's latest fashions. I can tell she means a lot to you. The way you failed to look at me. It's perfectly acceptable to do it alone, but I think it's best to have a partner. Am I right?
Sure.
Well, you should find someone to help you.
The bow made of hair material is crazy. Yeah, I was muted because I blew my nose. Yeah, there's no context that's going to make this clear because some of us have been here the whole time and it also doesn't make sense. So, okay. Where is room 14?
Where is
Directory
room 14?
item discovered. Table note, okay. Note 2. New Astrobot levels for the
Join
next
me
month.
for
Oh,
the
that's
changing
exciting.
of the tide. Seeking person with an open mind to peel back the layers and find the core. Room 7, 8 p.m. Rosie.
Oh, for a changing of the Isle Tide. Interesting. I'm not looking forward to talking to this man because this man does not have an idol animation, and that makes me so uncomfortable.
To all who think the core is sex, all genders welcome. Room 18.
Okay. How do we get a cool mask?
For lovers of literacy and language, I, Jordan Hemlock, am starting a petition to change the terminology of the etiquettes. Ergo, come find me and sign.
Okay, Jordan Hemlock. Do I have... Okay, directory. Readables. Interesting. Does this mean I've already missed a readable? Story. Huh. Okay, interesting. Gold stars, that feels like a good breakdown. Ooh, coordinates. Okay, I guess that's the coordinates for the hotel, maybe? All right, let's talk to this weirdo. Wow, I love his perfectly split middle part.
Hi. I was wondering...
I've tried to warn her. They can't be changed. Or cheated. The receptionist reminds us all with a single look.
Trilobite, that would have been so funny.
I didn't stick around to find out why this time. I best go find her. She'll be looking for me. My wife.
One will attend the tide. Correct action is adhered to in attendance of the tide, held between a term of every 3 years for 3 nights, that shall never be prolonged or extended, thus a reminder of das Nichts. All right, so I was right, every 3 years. And my guessing is that this game goes over 3 days. One shall choose a suit. Correct effort shall be made on the tide to select a new suit. After the fitting, the suit shall be chosen on swell night and worn for the coming turn, thus a halting of Gerworfenite. Okay, they did, the hotel attendant mentioned something about the measuring. So measuring for a suit. One will honor swell night. Das Nicht would be nothingness in German. Okay, thank you. Correct concentration is cardinal during the measure, fitting, and swell night ceremony, thereby halting all communication with the outside world, thus a banishment of das Gerd. One will be as one. Correct mindfulness of our elect is to be upheld at all times. Elect are encouraged to confess their sins of their term, and shall be forgiven outright unless the breaking of an etiquette. Okay. One will be unburdened. Correct intention is attained when distracted and desire are abolished, allowing for mindfulness across the term. All elect shall assign this purge by means of fulfillment on the tide. One will hold tongue. Correct speech will ensure the tide is kept secret and limit distraction for our mission. The Grand Elect will select those best suited to the cause by way of invitation. Sex Calvinists! My God. Correct speech will ensure the tide is kept secret and limit distraction. Okay. We'll select those best suited to the cause by way of invitation. Oh, so we done snuck in to a secret meeting we're not supposed to see. Again, very, very full core vibes. One will practice proper decorum. Correct livelihoods are encouraged between the tides to protect the suit. Each shall be returned as gifted, never committing the suit to compromise, constraint, or condition with issues within the term. Gerorphenite is a philosophical German term for the inevitability of being God. Okay. One will seek. Correct view of the elect and their mission shall be at the forefront of the tide. Distractions made by suits are to be renounced after purging distractions and desires, thus seeking the core. 9. All will follow etiquette. Do as you are told.
Purge by means of fulfillment.
Fucking. I'm curious what happens if I sit. Oh, check wallet. Baby. So I'm looking for my daughter. Rory, I think you should add sex Calvinists. And if anybody asks, I'll just make sure that they know that that was a chat. That was a chat option. Oh. I'm obsessed with this 3D rendered wallet. With a real human baby. Gold stars. Okay. Let's go to the bar. The guy at the front desk said Grace was well, he told us to check the bar. I guess that doesn't mean that she's necessarily there. That's where we were directed by the game to go to.
It's 5 o'clock. Get the sound of the tongue.
See, that could be me.
You realise Dr. Aniston could be anybody. I wonder if he's here.
I've got no closer to finding the core this tide. Waste of a suit.
I'm going to view the woman. Is a suit a body, maybe? Maybe. Gilly Sunderland? Oh, that's the dude we were talking to, Gilly. 5'2". Miss Harkness. Okay. Is it suit files? Status married, 1 child, 21 years of experience, investment specialist, affair with Darcy in accounting. She bites, be careful. Rival to Eric Dickinson. Man's a prick. Affair ended with Darcy. Too rough. Eric is the new boss. Marriage equals enjoy the couch. Best lunch spot is Miles Steakhouse. More detail in pack, but only thing you need to know is the company pin 4714. Eric died. You're not involved, but suspected. Promoted to Eric's position. Marriage is loving and Jessica is wonderful. Mary Silent, 28. 5'2". Terms served 5. Terms served 4. I love any movie where they spontaneously burst into song, can only eat 3 pieces of pizza, and probably work too much. I spent the last term looking for that special someone, but no luck. I wonder if being comfortable alone is the core. Miss Harkness, 10 terms. Married, 3 children. In love with Mr. Harkness. This term will be... Okay, this says 10, so I'm wondering if this is just the most recent one. This term will be switching marital roles again, as we do every turn. Oh my god! Looking forward to wearing the trousers again! The suit is good with holding her drink, allowing you to consume numerous glasses of wine without feeling the effects. But be warned, her friends can be nosy. Make sure to study the documents of friendships carefully. They may suspect something is amiss. Obsessed with the idea of a married couple flip-flopping. Rory. Miss Bisley, 78. Ooh. Is Miss... No, this wasn't the woman who drugged. I'm obsessed with the idea of this wish listing button. I'm gonna wish list this body. This is a really funny concept. No progression this term. Special assignment by Dr. Aniston. Will require a move of address, currently located in a rented plant in central London. Still very active and mobile. No family. Great for somebody looking to settle down for a term. This is feverish. Rating time spent with this term. I want to talk to the drunk. I was really concerned this game was going to be all vibes. So the fact that there seems to be an actual plot has got me really elated.
You'll move then, Paul.
I wonder if well...
You're not Paul.
I was going to say, I'm wondering if the name tags are like
still
who is Paul in the suit, but the priest had a name tag that said priest.
Forgive about me. I'll be some other poor bastard's problem soon.
Oh, thank you, CJ. Yes, for general chat, I've been doing streams on Thursday with Second Wind Group. Me and Nick from Second Wind Group are doing regular Thursday at 5 p.m. Central Time streams where we play new games. So this week we played Civilization. This is the second time I've called it Civilian. I don't know what that's about. Anyway, we played the new Civilization game, which I have really no context for. I've never really played the Civ games, so that was really fun for me to be able to be like, what's this? What's that? What's this? Next week we're going to play Avowed, which is the new game by Obsidian. So, curious, excited, nervous. The one that's $100? No. It can't be. Is Civilization $100? That's crazy. Yeah, I mean Tuesday streams. Yeah, Tuesday 5 p.m. Central Time. Somebody who knows chess. Give me a clue here. Bishops go sideways, right? So I could take this and be in a good position. The bishop might be a good call. Wait, how does the diagonal for bishops? How do castles move? Straight lines? I think the bishop is gonna check him, right? Chess expert here. Some of these pieces are little horsies. Thank you, No Smoke Fire. Okay. All right. So I know something about chess. Yeah, take pawn. Castles don't move. What about howls? Checkmate to you, hems and haws. Castles are straight lines. Okay. Wow, he wasn't even conscious for him to see us kicking his ass. I also love him returning to his exact position for this idol. I also look at this fucking beautiful scenery. Budget. This thing had budget.
You're here to see me, no doubt? Yes. I'm Jordan Hemley.
Oh, his name was somewhere.
I'm not surprised.
Oh, it was on the document on the table.
They chatter in their boxes. You see, I've spent more time alone this term and began to ponder the word term. Horrid sounding. Ergo, I've created a petition for the Grand Elect to change the terminology.
I'm sorry, hems and haws.
What do you think of the word span?
What if we meant the phrase get better in the same way that we mean the phrase get good? Hey, hems and haws, get better. Such a weird vibe. The terminology of term. The ontology of ontology. Looking for somebody. I'm looking for someone? Why change one word? How is your span? I'm gonna say... Why change one word?
Why change one word?
One word? You ignorant. One word would be the catalyst to show their failure at even the most basic. And without the use of the established terminology, how are we, the verse, supposed to identify with you, the elect?
Okay, so he's trying to unionize them?
A change of leadership is warranted.
Yeah, Rory, I was thinking the same thing.
So changing a word would prove they're not always right.
One word may seem insignificant.
Yeah, I really liked that energy, Sixergen, where he was just like,
they put us through all these etiquettes. But what of the individual? What if it was you? Or your daughter? Or
what about my daughter?
Wife? Would you still follow all the etiquettes then? Or would you disobey their orders?
Rules can be broken.
Rules can be broken.
Oh, if only. Unless, like the
yeah, the
democracy of
decor is
America,
really good. I'm saying.
you scratch my back, and then you can demand a favor later.
Right. I mean...
And I would guarantee it. Anything you want.
Normal things are happening. Oh my god, her nails. Oh my god, her eyeshadow. Oh my god, her hair.
Good afternoon, sweeties.
Hey, who are you?
Tonight's measuring is underway. So if you could adorn your robes, masks, and follow me speedily, the Grand Elect await.
And with the weird fucking beige jumpsuit. Wow. Wow. Wow, what a vibe. I'm saying the production value of this one, Like, I think the production value for a lot of these have been solid. This one is like, where did they get the funding? Oh God, okay. I guess we'll try all of them. Rory, what shit are you saying? Are you talking mad horny? I don't even see an option to allow whatever you've said through, which means it must be so nasty. Glumfer, none of us know. It is magnitudes better than Murder Island. Just do it a little woo. What to say about what's happening? Chat, not automod, okay.
Sorry, I am.
Are you
shouldn't
Gracie?
pretend to know that you were coming. Sit if you're attracted to the prospect.
Wow, I love her. Yeah, what's up? Obsessed with the tarot reader being like, I should have known you were coming, but I'm not even going to fake it.
But after 212 predictions, my conversion rate improved significantly over the term. My return on investment only began when I decided to believe. The Queen of Wands wants to show herself. You are seeking something. Or someone.
At that time, it was suppressing the word D''LDO, which is crazy.
And even if you don't believe, there are 78 cards with infinite shuffle combinations, so who's to say that you weren't supposed to see that sequence? I haven't finished my handover yet, so... Choose one and let's see.
Ooh, I mean left to right. She didn't even let me shuffle though, so it's kind of busted.
Interesting.
Ooh, the tower is one of my favorites.
By the end
I
of
love
this
the tower.
night,
Top
you
tier
will have to
card.
make a choice.
Which is the right choice?
The one that causes
one you
catastrophic
feel will gain the greatest
change.
return.
Was there something about a girl? Anything? Thanks.
Okay, we didn't get to see the other two? That's fine. Wonder what effect... Wonder what effect, if any, that's gonna have. Oh, I only got to go to 2 rooms? Damn.
Hey! You don't know me, but I found you. That's what I wrote in the letter. On Price.
Your price?
What did
The
you
PI?
Oh, Jesus.
You just ball tap him?
Bushmills you wouldn't show.
Okay, so we
Heard
found
you
the
were never
PI.
around. And people don't change.
So figured it an easy bet. Those who do, you have to watch out for. So why are you here?
I'm here for Eleanor.
What, out of some newfound fatherhood? Or looking to make
Hey, I came, didn't I?
Makes no difference.
Well, why did you write the letter?
In case something happens to me, at least someone would know where she is.
Have you found her?
So have you found her?
That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Save you the trouble. Christ.
Hey, you don't know what happened.
I know she could barely crawl when you walked out. Missed every step she ever took. But I guess you taught her one valuable
Yeah, we are
lesson.
an absent father.
You can't rely on anyone.
I'm wondering if this lady is not our daughter's, like, partner. And Jenny,
Well, if you
that's
want
my
to find
bad.
Eleanor, you'll have to change. The guests are getting
Is that
together
the girl from
downstairs dressed in
I don't
these.
know. I don't think so.
I'm going to get one, go down there
Oh
and
my
find
God,
out who
yes.
has her.
Is that
And
for
if you
us?
don't
Are
show,
we
I
gonna put
won't be
that on?
surprised. Doubt she would either.
telling you, I didn't invite a guest. I know the etiquette.
Oh no, is that Gracie? Oh my god. Unintentionally have Miss Ray thrown out. I just got an achievement for getting that lady kicked out of the party.
Accountant. Boring. London-based, so the commute's a nightmare.
I'm looking to settle down next time.
Be that old lady.
Do you sweat much?
I like these people checking out each other's bodies and jobs. Get a vibe.
Got newfound respect, mind you. Didn't get promoted once. Bloody bunch of tossers.
Told you so. And you said I was whining. I hope you learned something.
Yeah. It's never subtle. It's obvious where they're looking. Right here. Bloody off-putting.
This is awesome.
Good evening. I'm Mr.
and Mrs.
Harkness.
I love them. I'm
We
obsessed.
hope you have a great, swell night.
Love them. Love them. Obsessed.
After the measuring wraps up, we can approach the Grand Elect. I hear they've even taken a girl this term. Sparrow.
Taken a girl.
Underage. Hypocrisy. We must fight them at their own game.
Scheming again, Jordan. Am I right?
Wow, with the mask on, I can't tell who any of these
to
people
get into
are.
the pageant.
Is it non-consensual? Yeah, I am wondering. When did this game come out? And how long after Get Out was it? This came out in 2013 or 2023. Ooh.
It's got you in mind. It's got
Really
shaking
good
like a
mask.
teenager's wrist. Guessing these aren't your average guests. There's a lot of them. Not sure on their choice of robe, though.
Yeah, that mask is by far the best of all the masks.
What's up with you?
Just nervous.
We'll find her.
That's what I'm nervous about. Not sure how to explain to her where I've been all these years.
Wow, dude. Focus on the shit at hand. This guy being like, I've been such a bad father. And being obsessed with that when there's body swapping happening is just really funny to me. The puppy didn't like it? That's really funny. Pretty. Mid. Wild.
Grapes are not harvested from thorn trees, nor are figs scattered from thistles, for they yield no fruit. Peel comes before the fruit to protect it, but that shall not be so on the swell. Just as the great ocean has one taste, the taste of salt, so too shall this tide, the taste of life. To reach the fruit, we must first cut away the peel. Simul justus e peccator.
I'm loving this lady's performance because it is deranged.
Good afternoon, Verse. Nice to see our body. Hope you all had a lovely time. If you're new or would like reminding, the 9-chapter etiquettes can be found in your rooms or on the notice board in the lobby.
My guess is a tall ladder, Jack. I don't know how much video production you've done. My guess is just a tall ladder.
The Grand Elect.
Oh, the rhinestone mask that's just like the lines? That one's really good. I really appreciate the insane, like, variety of masks.
We are who we say we are. Praise be to Dr. Aniston, founder of the Times, seeker of the core.
Praise.
Praise.
I I mean, the game has
First we have
conceptually
taken
already
the
been
measure
super
of each
queer.
other. Now comes the fitting. Bring forth the new verse.
Rory, yeah, that's not a bad point. Uh-oh.
Give us your name.
Christopher?
Give us your name, and we will change it. Give us your suit, and we shall swap it. In the giving and the changing, only the core will remain. And in the core, purpose.
I've changed my mind. Sorry. I don't want to do this. I was talked into it. No, please. No.
Yeah, Rory, I'm with you. I had the same issue. Oh, I got an achievement. Accept help and enter with Christopher.
Does anybody wish to shed guilt for the term?
Last term, I practiced as the priest. I found it hard. I confess, I turned to drink.
Oh no.
And I got a tattoo.
Etiquette 7 has been broken. To impart manners, your choice of suits for the coming term shall be halved.
Fucking
Forgive
funny.
me. You are already forgiven.
Really funny. A really funny thing to make verboten in a...
I committed a crime on the previous term, which verse 37 was arrested for.
Etiquette 4 has been broken. To impart manners, your suit shall be chosen for you.
Liz, yeah, it makes sense 100%. It's just really conceptually
You are
funny.
already forgiven.
I love that it's baked in that everybody fucking flips
I too
shit
wish to shed.
and then is brought back down.
The whispers you have heard of a young girl are true. Chosen by Dr. Aniston himself
Himself. Interesting.
for this deviation.
I'm
of
not
etiquette.
familiar with that neo
She will be
pronoun.
presented to all at tonight's swell celebrations. A hearing for all. Until such time, we shall proceed from the measure to the fitting.
Diversity win! Actually. Yeah, I feel the same way about this as the Uglies movie that was on Netflix. A bad movie, but I read the books forever ago, and I was curious how the movie was going to be. And it is the same thing where it's like, the bit is that everybody has to go through when you hit a certain age, you have to go through radical surgery to become like the most perfect, beautiful version of yourself. And the whole bit is that the hero and her friends don't want to. They don't want to be forced to go through this because it all is also lobotomizing, basically. So you've got like this whole bit about how like you're getting this radical surgery to change your looks, but it also fundamentally changes who you are as a person and makes you brain dead. And it's like, and it's an interesting concept. I was like, how are you going to translate this? Because it's like, you're not going to have ugly. They don't know about the lobotomy yet. It's like, I don't know. It's a weird thing. I was like, I'm curious how they adapt this for the movie, because obviously they're not going to have ugly people be the main characters, because this is still like Hollywood cinema. So it's like, oh, you're going to have somebody who is, I don't know. It was just one of those things where I was curious how they were going to do it. But the big villain, the one who is forcing people to go through radical plastic surgery, is played by Laverne Cox. And it's just one of those things where I'm like, I love to see her working. I think she does a great job in the role. But it is like, was this, you're only going to have one trans person in your movie, and it's the one forcing all these people to have radical plastic surgery? You don't think that's, yeah, Rory, it's well, gold stars, that's a very generous interpretation, right? Because there's two options here, is that nobody thought this through, or somebody really thought this through and is trying to send a fucked up message. And there's also the question of like, did Laverne herself think it through? Was she parsing what was happening here? Because she took the role, and it's like, get paid, right? Get out there, get work, get paid. But it's like, who was in charge of casting? Was this a note that they had? I don't know. It just didn't sit right with me, and I am kind of having the same vibe here, where it's like, what is the purpose here? We're discoursing, yeah, Mechtel. Okay. I did say I would help Jordan meet with Price. I want to help Jordan.
Therefore, ergo, I have started a petition to attend, to swap out the word term.
Are you sure you're doing this for the love of language, Jordan?
FMV games are great. I love them.
I'm here representing those verses, such as this person, who have signed our petition and believe that it is important that one word...
I do not believe we've met.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is a bold thing for me to do, having not actually been a part of this cult.
Staff members, hangers, mentors, or those untested shall have no say at the Al Tide or the Swell.
Unless the new verse passes the entrance exam, ergo allowing all established rights of the etiquettes to be passed to him or her.
Oh my god, am I gonna have to pass a test? Uh-oh.
You failed to mention that you weren't invited. However, if you do this for me, I'll grant you a favor.
I want Eleanor Malone.
Eleanor. Right.
Okay.
You help me with this.
So my daughter's name is
I'll help you with
Eleanor
that.
Malone.
You must think like them. Hmm?
Shall we begin?
I mean, this is always a question.
I'll take the
when
test.
you're doing roles as somebody who is not like privileged, because like if you're not originating the roles, like say like if you're like a person of color, or you're a queer person, or you're a trans person, you're forced to. Oftentimes, the only roles that you can get are various stereotypical roles or really restrictive roles. And then there's always this question of like, do you betray your people by representing this role? Like is it inherently a betrayal of your larger role? I mean, this is a difficult question, right? It's like, it's not empowering if you're reinforcing stereotypes about your people, then it's not an empowering role to take, even though it is like empowering for you to take, because you get money and you get fame and you get attention for it. So I don't know. This is it's a tricky question that people who are privileged don't really have to struggle with quite as much. Yeah, it's a big role, even if it's a small game, right? Yeah, that's a great point. It's just one of those things where it's like, do you accept a stereotypical role knowing that it is in a way a betrayal of your people, but also knowing that if you don't do it, somebody else might. And it's like, how do you get everybody on board with saying, we're not doing this? So I don't know. It's a tricky question. That's the other thing is like, Cox is really famous. Like it's weird to me that she would take the role, because it's like, she's really famous. I don't know how difficult it is for her to get roles though. Like, that's the thing, is like, just because she's famous doesn't mean it's possible for her to get cast in roles very easily. Like, I don't know. Whether bad representation is better than no representation. Yeah, that's a big question too. Obviously, that's the tricky thing, is like, the answer is neither of them. Good representation is the thing we should be fighting for. And so, like, at the end of the day, that's why you have to support like marginalized creators, is like empowering people to make stories that are not reductive or not stereotypical is like the ideal. And I don't know who wrote this. I don't know who made this. So yeah, exactly, Rory. Like, there's like, I don't know. At the end of the day, like, I don't blame Cox for taking the role, because you got to take the roles that you, I don't want to blame her as an individual, and I don't think I can, but I think it's clearly a structural choice on the part of the movie, or it's just pure ignorance, which I also think is not a great excuse, given how I think very obvious the weirdness of the choices. I don't know. It's a bit of both, the cheesy lad says. I'm 2/3 of the identities you mentioned and not even American. And as someone who has done a bit of stage acting, it's a bit of both. Sometimes I get stereotypical Indian man role, even though I don't fully identify as a man and the role is derogatory. So I often try to talk to the script writer or supervisor, but also often I'm just like doing Shakespeare and I'm Brutus and it doesn't matter. Yeah. I mean, that's ideally like, everybody gets cast in whatever roles, but that's not always the world we live in, right? Like, ideally, well, even I was gonna say ideally there's like colorblind casting, but even then you get into some weird issues where it'll be like, it's colorblind, but then if you take a step back, you're like, it is colorblind, but now you've still cast in like a stereotypical way, whether you realize it or not. Like, I don't know. I totally forgot the question that we were asked. I got so off on this tangent. I'm going to focus more on playing the game. Okay. Depends how?
Depends how.
Who is the founder of the Tide?
Oh, I think the Grand Elect. Oh, well, maybe Dr. Aniston.
Dr. Aniston.
Founder of the Tide and seeker of the call.
Nailed it.
I was talking with Dee the other day about what the most important part of the Tide is. She believes it's the suits. What would you say?
The hotel, the verse, the change? The verse? I have not seen Amelia Perez.
The verse.
That's what I said. It's
Hey.
the people that
How
always
many
know.
members were present at the first Tide?
How was I? I can tell there was more research I was supposed to do. Probably like 6?
6.
Well done.
Okay, I'm doing okay.
If you could experience all the world had to offer, but you had to inhabit another person, would you?
No, it wouldn't be right. None of these give me the option to ask about consent, which is Do I get to choose him?
Do I get to choose?
I think in a lot of ways, colorblind. I think I did good.
Yes, but did he pass?
Did I pass?
Our newest verse.
There you go.
Ooh.
Will you listen to the hearing?
You may not call another this term, Jordan Hamlet. For a verse may call for one hearing per term.
Well, I'm verse now. Can I call
and
for
we
it?
have already heard your request on behalf of your wife,
Unbearable.
which was denied.
Well, then I will call a hearing.
Yeah, hell yeah.
As is your right. Verse
Hell
56.
God, are there 56 people in this cult? Whew. Thank you, Lady Thor. I like that the book is just, it does just say the Holy Bible.
68.8% of all verse to sign the petition.
What did we learn about Jordan Hemlock? That he has a petition that he wants people to sign, basically. Bye, CJ.
Which is tonight. Good luck.
Okay.
Hey, what did they mean about your wife?
Lovely woman. Always complaining. Find a nugget of gold and she'll grumble about silver suits.
Not
her
like
better.
you, man. You're totally a light, a
Still,
ray
she's
of
my
sunshine. Ugh.
And they banned her from joining.
What
She's
did she do?
my nuisance.
Nothing.
Ugh.
That's just it. I'd do anything to be with her.
By proving they're not always right.
Yes. There you go. Help me with this.
Love how this man just
I'll
says
get
ergo.
this Eleanor Malone for you. Hmm? Take this to the notary and get it signed. He's a tricky fellow and we haven't much time.
Where do I find him?
I'm starting a revolution here. I'm not in the habit of making visits. Take a peek at the map behind reception. I'll go and get the rest of the signatures that we need.
Well, are you going to get enough in time? It's not exactly an exciting proposition.
You've given me an idea. Meet me at the bar once you're done. Mm-hmm.
I am curious about the, wow, you're just throwing your robe on the ground? We might need that later, my man. I like that there's all the idea that there's a pageant here. I'm curious to see. Examine reception desk. Yes. Gotta find this map. Curious to see what the pageant vibe is. Because if you can body swap, what is the energy of the pageant? Sign-in book? I guess it's a beauty pageant, but again, how does that work? Who wore it better, but who wore the body better? That would be incredible, yes. Okay. Okay, we went into room... We tried room 4 and it was locked, and then we went into room 5 and saw Miss Packreed. I think she gave us the tarot reading. We got called Paul by the drunkard. Jordan we've met. I don't know. Okay, there seems to be no room 14. This was a question. Galumfer, it seems to be literal. Yeah. Yeah, this seems to be a body swapping cult. Elvin Priestley. Oh my god, is this the priest? Is it possible that this is the priest? All right, we've got a records room. That might be a great place to learn something. Then there's the notary. Okay. Room. Okay, interesting. All right, let's see what's in the lost and found. Ooh, free watch. Okay, clown nose? Really? Discovery item discovered? It's a ball? Okay. I really love the 3D rendering of these actual IRL items. Why did we discover a ball? What does that mean? All right, now let me check the room keys. I mean, I didn't take the ball, though. Ooh, okay. Hi, Paul. Heard about your bananas. I'd love to join. Let me know. Winky face. Room 24. Okay, we've got room 1, 20, 12. Can I see? I want to look back at the list. 1, 12, and 20. Dr. J. Listen. The Mysterious D. And the record room. Oh, let's take record room. Oh, can I take all of them? This seems like a bad idea. We'll leave Dr. Jordan. Or Dr. J. Listen. All right, let's check out the corridor. Okay. Oh, check map. Oh. Okay, that's not what I would consider a map. That's not. I wouldn't say that's not traditionally what maps look like. But okay, yeah, yeah, that's a map. Okay, all right, yeah. Okay, 5, 7, 10, and then the second floor. Let's see who's in each of these. Okay, 5 was the tarot lady. 7 is Rosie. 10 is Melissa. But I can't check 12 or 20 because those must be on the second floor. Yeah, let's see what's room 7. Oh, I like that they have little handwritten nameplates. If I went to a hotel and that was on offer, I would lose my mind. That's so cute. There's no subtitles, but it's like really faint techno music and the sound of somebody weeping. Weeping intensely. Puppy play Glumper. Could have been. No, Glumper, I think you're right. It's probably not somebody crying. It's probably somebody pretending to be. Oh, so this one we get subtitled for. It's weird that I'm just trying the doors of people that I can tell are definitely in there. Let's go to the second floor. Oh. Well, let me just let myself in. Insanely bold. Really bonkers. Wow, what a fucking great room, though. God, look at this. Wow. Yeah, the set decoration is spectacular. Let me see the clothes. Interesting. Did somebody bring their conspiracy board? There's a D exclamation point. Oh, yeah. Oh god, how do I say your username? Schmadaline? Hold on. Schmadile? Yeah, we've talked about Hold before. We talked about her when when we played Contradiction. But do you have a link to her Twitch stream? Because we can... Schmadily. Okay. Do you have a link? Because that would be a cool thing. Rhymes with Natalie? Schmadily? Schmadily. Thank you. Beauty isn't the ambition, it's the tool. Okay. Love this shot of the mirror, of us in this mirror. This little mirror down here. What a great frame composition. Okay, interesting, but not useful as far as I can tell. Okay, we're getting an establishing shot outside. Hold is streamed Dead of Night? That's incredible. What a funny, incredible choice. Oh, they follow me on Blue Sky. All right, I'll follow them back. Okay. I guess let's try. We're just gonna try all of them. Marlo, hey, thanks for the raid.
Passed around the verse.
Galumfer, that was me saying
Should
it.
you sign,
Because all of the...
it will mean a change of the etiquettes. I personally will be putting pen to paper. Who knows what to expect with the unknown?
Yeah, we met the Grand Elect. We loved them, but we're nervous about the representation. No, it's not explicit in the marketing, but if you look at all the marketing, all of the vibes of it feel strongly Wes Anderson-ass. Check the desk, check the bed. It's on the desk. Ooh. Oh, this is Jordan Hemlock's room. Andersonian? That might be better. That might be a better way of saying that. To whom it may concern, I, Jordan Hemlock, would propose a changing of the etiquettes. The word term is one that many a few people have, on occasion, hinted that they do not appreciate. The word feels coarse in the mouth, and I, for one, agree. Therefore, and ergo, it is my decision to start a petition to change the terminology of the word term to something more befitting of this institution. I believe, and would ask those verses here present, reading this petition, to sign the petition to change the word from term to span, and with that, ergo, it will sound much greater in appreciation and approach. You played this game earlier this year? Did you enjoy it, presumably? All right, what's in the drawer? For lovers of literacy and language, I, Jordan Hemlock, am starting a petition. Okay, this is the sign that we saw on the page. It's your fave of the Wales interactive games and you're not a huge fan of theirs? Okay, that's a good recommendation. Feels like there might be somebody in the bed and that this is going to be a real spooky... Oh my god! Is that blood? Oh. Let me just put both of my feet in this puddle. I just got an achievement. It's called Cold Feet. Is it Jordan? Is it Jordan's wife?
Good evening. I'm Mr. Sorry, my love.
I'm Mr.
And Mrs.
Johnson. We do hope you have a
Was this the
great
gold
swell.
lady? The gold balloon lady? Are we just not going to mention the body, or what are you going to do, my dude? Okay. I'm not gonna... Okay. Okay, that was 16. Yeah, am I not gonna fucking do anything about that corpse? Alright, here's the records room. Or this is the room of somebody named Records Room.
There's no use. Please make sure we digitize these sign-in records. That's what I mean.
Well, it's 1990, you know? They didn't know about files yet. Eclectic Salt, I don't know. We don't seem that concerned. It did say cold feet, though, which I feel like implies a body and not just poor circulation. Oh, enter password. Oh, we found a PIN number. We found a PIN number. Where did we find it? Was it on a note? Where's room 14? Oh, it was with the suit files. Oh, then this might not be applicable. I just remember clocking it because I was like, oh, a PIN number. I know video games. 4714. Oh, select the right icon to gain access. What? Okay. What? Did they say something about figs in... They talked about grapes. Which is not an option. They talked about grapes and figs? Should I just blow through all our options? No. We'll come back. We'll come back. There is a forgot password option. Ah, the notary.
Come on then, speak. I haven't got all term.
I was wondering if you could sign this.
Heard you might be heading here. Does it look like I have the time to sign?
What?
It's for a hearing.
Why would I wish to change the etiquettes when they're already so complicated to enforce?
It's just one word.
One word, you say? And what happens when Mr. Jordan Hemlock changes said word? He would have changed the etiquettes, and thus become a Grand Elect by default.
Grand Elect?
Then who knows what else he'll change? Are you aware how long it takes to backdate, tax break, and abide etiquettes for our verse? Not to mention the P45s. No, sorry.
How did we get signed up for the fucking paperwork track in this game?
A good day.
Could I help you? Here I am doubling down on the paperwork track.
You said you had penalties to hand out. Maybe I could do that. Then it'll save you time.
Yeah, I should have stuck with the girlfriend. This is a really bad choice.
Very well. Hand these out and I'll stamp. And remember, it's an offense to read other people's mail.
Ah! Rory, you're welcome. Penalty notice, exclusion from the tithe bar, 1 fluid tank scrub, 1 core data collection session. Delivered to Gonzalez. Yeah, of course, 12 agents. Hey dude, what's up?
Okay, I get it. I'll change. But you're not going to get me to stop playing. You can do the same thing in games without getting in the tub.
I'm basically body swapped this man, so. Is this a hotel or? I don't. Maybe this isn't a hotel. Maybe these people straight up live here. That's what video games sound like, Long Tone. Off to the races! A hometel? Yeah.
Hi.
They said something about the hotel being shut down.
Better know what that is. That's the problem. I can't stop betting.
Oh.
That feeling you get. One spin away from having it all.
He's just depleting everybody's resources.
I guess that's why they invited me. Feeling's the same. Being so close to having it all. Never quite getting there.
See, this is what I want to do in an FMV game.
Odds are always against
I want to have one insane monologue.
Thought coming here would stop it. No luck. But when I watch that wheel spin, who's it hurting?
The monologues
anyway?
are so important.
Everyone else.
You think I don't know that? I don't sit down at a craps table and think, there goes the food money.
Yeah, that's the problem.
It's when you're wrapping individual chocolate bars out of a selection box because you blew the kids' Christmas fund, you realise?
Oh, well, feel bad for your kid. Hey, gambling's an addiction. Please get help if you struggle with it.
Jordan Hemlock.
40 press-ups.
It seems a petition is being passed around the verse. Should you sign?
I love that fat cigar. God, these rooms are so gorgeous.
I, Percy, will be putting pen to paper. Who knows what to expect with the unknown?
Well, Well, I guess I'll check the bed again. Sort of already did this. Okay, can I just leave this on the table? Do I just leave after I see the feet? Weird, okay. Did I do everything? Did I get all the... I thought I had one ticket after Jordan's. You know what? We never picked up the key number 1. So let's go back down to reception and get that key. Can I check that ball again? You think that ball's still there? What does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? All right, let's go to room 1. Weird. Busted ass doorknob. Yeah, these folks must live here. Uh-oh. Somebody's been through the desk. Yeah, I think that's a I was about to say a Herman Melville chair, but that's not it. That ain't it. It's an Eames chair, yeah. It's made of ivory. Punch it. Or search for a key. Herman Monster chair. Yeah, what's in the filing cabinets? Files? Innovation? I'm hearing some distant The Shining ass music. Taps? 4 locks, none of them locked. Ooh. Free Rorschach test. Yes. 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 I'm hoping this is a Resident Evil-ass style puzzle where we have to get 3 little plates to plug in there. Desperately hoping. Are you talking about this one, the one painting that has a frame and how distracting it is because it's the only one that's different? Oh, this one has a frame too, but it doesn't have matting. Yes! Yes. Game. Games. That's only 2, so where's the third coming from? Okay. Book. Yeah! Yeah! Gotcha. Yeah, cutout book's fun. Okay. Some really basic doodles. Squiggles. I was hoping I'd have a picture of a fruit. Beauty, anger, change. I see an elephant, a bat. I don't know about this middle one. Maybe a kitty? Oh my god, okay. Whoa. This one says anger to me. I think this one says beauty. Liz. Is there a guide? Should I know where these are going? I appreciate that it did that one automatically. Oh, that's interesting. Do we think it worked no matter what you did? Okay. Okay. Wait, do I know whose room I'm in? Oh, it's Dr. Listen. Wait, hold on. Am I remembering that right? Or okay, Dr. J. Listen. For a moment I was like, did I just come up with a mean name for a psychologist? Oh, Dr. Listen over here. No, that was his real name. Okay.
Has crossed professional boundaries. I haven't seen her, but this Eleanor Malone is clearly underage. I was told the etiquettes wouldn't be broken. Who knows what psychological damage could be done to such a young mind? Well, I'm out. He doesn't suspect anything and shouldn't until it's made public. Further observations would be useful, but the research I've already conducted could help thousands. The first few chapters are locked in my bedside drawer. After this term, I'll publish. Where I'm going, not even Aniston could find me.
My instinct is we're gonna find her, which makes that statement untrue. Okay. Let's hear from Jordan.
Jordan.
Be forgiven for mistaking this as some gender identification struggle. Not to say such struggles don't exist here. Just look at George. Instead, it's my observation that Jordan's case runs far deeper than that. A very misguided attempt at a Shakespearean tragedy. I believe bereavement counselling is the next action step.
Is his wife dead? Is that why they rejected his claim?
D.
I don't know, y'all.
Wouldn't say she's made any improvement. It's like she doesn't want to. Moreover, she's been acting suspiciously this well, less self-centered. I believe it's promoted by the upcoming pageant. But I don't know what she's up to.
Oh, is D maybe the lady with the bump it?
It didn't take me long to discover Dee's real name. I knew that she arrived in 1969, so I obtained permission
A lot of
to access
69s
the
in this
records room,
game.
and now I'm not so sure. It could be valuable for her recovery, but this kind of repression wouldn't come without some repercussions, perhaps even violent in nature. I'll think it over for now.
Huh.
The records room.
Yep.
Dr. Aniston.
It is interesting to me that they're doing body swapping, but also here's a psychologist or a psychiatrist helping them out. Dr. Anderson's just jazz music? It's really funny. Investigative jazz, yeah. That was weird. What does that mean?
Melissa.
But it's not a sign of regression. She exhibits no signs of typical behaviors or bouts of clarity. Moreover, I began searching for any outside record of Melissa.
Someone
There's
taped
none.
over it maybe, or swapped the cassette,
No
yeah.
employment records, social media accounts, or even tax payments.
Social media accounts is
Like she appeared
1990.
out of nowhere. I trust Dr. Aniston, but something doesn't feel right here.
Interesting. Okay, so we did get the text of the tapes. I was curious. Huh. Yeah, I was like, IRC? You couldn't find her on IRC? Yeah, Jack. She wasn't on the AOL message boards. I found her AIM account, but it just has an away message. She's never on. Jazz music, okay. All right, well, we might have to push our way. All right, so that was Jordan Listen. Was it 5? Oh, we can go back and talk to. I haven't gone back and talked to the tarot reader, but let's do that. Maybe she'll read our tarot again. Oh, God.
There's loads. Have you seen this one?
Uh-oh.
There's just so many. How am I supposed to remember what they all mean? Oh, no. I can't see you now. No, go away. Go away.
All right. Bye. She might. Oh, yeah. Maybe she's been swapped. That's a good read. Oh, Melissa, we got this is the one we got one of the tapes for. Knock. Knock. Okay. I think the reception room is next. I think that's our next port of order. All right, 12/16/2021. 12/16/2021. Oh, maybe we can go back. Let's go back and tell the notary that we passed out all the slips, which I guess we did. I'm a little worried that we broke the game by going into Jordan's room.
Hi. I handed out all the...
Not here?
Had to dash. Grand Elect called. I've trust you delivered them, so I've left the stamp. But I warn you, this will change things. Good luck.
Hey, we got one signature.
Dear Mr. Notary, I'm writing to ask that you deny my husband's request for an invitation. My doctor informed me you have made inquiries. I request you respect my doctor-patient confidentiality.
She knew she was dying?
Concerning my terminal diagnoses.
Mrs.
Given
Hemlock?
the choice, Jordan would vote I fight it. Truth be told, I'm too tired. I'm not sure how you all do it. Yours sincerely, Mrs. Hemlock.
She didn't want to be a part of this. Oh, man. Oh, man. Jordan's even more of an asshole than expected. What is going on? Jordan petitioned to get his wife into the body swapping situation, but we found what I'm going to guess is her corpse in his room. And that was a note from her saying, please reject his request. I don't want to be a part of this. And now he's on a tirade, basically low-key trying to destroy, I think, the faith in the Grand Elect by filling out a petition about this. I will say I am regretting not going with the PI. All right, let's peek our faces into the records room. Maybe this is what we should start with next. I don't think I can save, and therefore I don't think I can save Scum. What if she's in his body and he body swapped on her deathbed? It's possible. Yeah, it's possible. Speedrun starting over. If I could save Scum this, I absolutely would. But I can't save, so I can't save Scum. What happens if I do click forgot password? I make you cry without hurting your feelings. Oh, it's Onion.
Yes.
All right. Well, that was easy. Okay. What we're going to do is we'll start the next stream digging into all of this stuff. That was such a funny clue for this. This is really funny. Okay. Was it blood? It was unclear to me what that liquid was. I don't know. Or we start the next stream starting over. Wait, we've committed to this. I want to follow it through. So we'll start by digging into all of these things. Could have been piss. Could have been piss. Chat is always saying that. All right. Good stream, everybody. We'll be back Sunday for more of this. So I'll see you all on Sunday. Have a good rest of your week and a good start to your weekend. Goodbye.